for Nana Margaret?
Yes. Happy birthday, Marg. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Wish you well.
And I wish you well. Hi guys. Hi guys.
You deserve it, Margaret. You deserve it. Wait, are you going to put a hat on? Oh, we've got a special one. Oh, no.
Happy birthday, Nan. You're in trouble again, Zaki. Ladies.
Doing a great job, Ben.
Thanks. Can you say that again, louder?
Great job, Ben.
That song we were just playing was called The January Butterfly by Adelaide. And we've got our January butterfly right here amongst us. I'm not sure if everyone knows, but it's a little known fact that butterflies can't see their own wings.
No.
They have no idea how beautiful they are. But everyone else can see it. And that goes for the lady here next to me, Margaret, the January butterfly, who's one of nature's most beautiful creatures. She may not see it in herself, but that is part of her charm and part of her beauty. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Paul.
Hello, Paul.
I'm Margaret's third child that we know about. And she's tried to pretend that I'm not, but anyway. So Marlene, on my immediate right, is Margaret's first child. Then there's Graham, who, unfortunately Graham, our brother, who's number 2, can't be here, but we're going to hear from him shortly. We're going to hear from him. Then there's myself and Anne-Marie, the baby. So on behalf of the family, thank you all for coming this afternoon. It's great to see Mum's family, friends, all here celebrating her special 90th birthday. I just thought it's an opportunity for me to say a few words about Mum. And in doing so, I was actually trying to prepare a speech, and you can see I've got notes, but I started tearing them up because I thought I have to speak from the heart. Because my written words will never do justice to Margaret, our mother, our grandmother, our cousin, our auntie, whoever she might be, in your relationship with her. But there's a few lessons that Mum has taught us along the way. I think the first one for me is resilience. Mum is the most amazing and resilient person. If you know her life and her story from her childhood, growing up with her mother and brother, then living in the city for a while, then her mother remarried and then moved to the border fence up near Cameron's Corner, Mum, for a couple of years, a period of your life that you just thrived and loved. The truth is, Mum hated it. Living on the border fence, but then came back to the city. But through all that, Mum has been an incredibly resilient person, and even in my time, I probably gave Mum more than her fair share of worry and stress. Hopefully that's eased off a bit these days. But when I was a child, poor old Mum and Dad, they would be either away or somewhere, and they would get a call. And this is before mobiles. For the young people, they don't know what the world means without mobiles. But in the landline days, and they'd be trying to track mum and dad down to say, Paul's in the Queen Elizabeth again. We've got a regular booking. This time he's done, whatever it might be, and we need to remend his arm. He's fallen out of the car and had a face full of stitches. He's done all these things, and through all that, I must have caused mum and dad an enormous amount of grief and pain. And now, as a father myself, I think, God, if my kids did that to me, I'm not sure I'd have the resilience that our mother's had for us. She's been incredibly resilient, and it's something she's taught us all, and it's a lifelong lesson that I take about, life dishes up some obstacles, but mum's taught us how to deal with those obstacles and how to, face adversity, how to continue on with that smile and that zest for life that mum has. I guess the other thing that is incredible about mum is her patience. Incredibly patient through all of that. I guess though, when I was in strife, she would always, I think maybe that's a demonstration of the patience, that when I was in strife, she'd say, wait till your father bloody comes home. And maybe that's a good indication of mum's patience, that she could wait until dad got home before she could help me, rather than waiting for dad to come home and get me. But mum only sees the best in people. It's an amazing trait that mum has, that she was telling us yesterday that she admired her mother because her mother could never say a bad word about anyone. And for those of us, it was our grandma, she was amazing. She never said a bad word about anyone. And look, mum is the same. Seeing the best in people and giving that unconditional love. And I have to remember another one of my crazy childhood experiences. I picked up my school report card in year 9, and in there it said Paul was a nuisance to the school. Now I look back sort of 45 years later, and I'm a bloody good judge. I probably was a damn nuisance. But to mum's credit, I thought, how do I take this home? Wait till your father comes home. You're going to get a clip around the ear for this one.
No.
And just as mum said, no. So we march off to the parent-teacher night at school, and here am I, absolutely trembling. We talk about January butterflies. Well, I had the butterflies like you've never seen before. My stomach was churning. I thought, we're going in to see the deputy headmaster. He's written in my school report that I'm a nuisance. And here's mum, standing alongside of me in a usual quiet way, can't see her beauty, but just standing there. We go into the deputy headmaster's office, and I'm thinking this is the end. I'm probably going to have to start looking for an alternative school. Well, mum just went into bat and said, no child is a nuisance. He might be mischievous, but no child is a nuisance. And she really did back me in, and it again just showed that unconditional love that mum has for all of us here today, not just her immediate children and grandchildren. There's so much we've learnt from mum, but I guess there's still a hell of a lot we're going to learn from mum as we go forward. And that energy and zest for life that mum has, we look forward to her sharing that with us as a family, but also her friends, you. You all mean a hell of a lot to mum. And this beautiful butterfly, going forward, she's already got a date lined up for February. I don't know if people have heard about it, but on Valentine's Day, mum's got a date. Look out. She's not retiring and sitting back. Mum, full zest. Her and very attractive man are going to spend, I think, a couple of hours intimately together. I think mum's going to be on the bed. It's called Flinders Private. Our butterfly needs a new knee, and she's going in to have a knee replacement on Valentine's Day. So that's her next date that she's got lined up. And again, this is character of mum. When we went to see the surgeon, he said, well, let's not beat around the bush. You've got two choices. Do nothing, get old, get miserable, Or I look at you and you said, you're not ready for all this. You're getting old and sitting around doing nothing. You're going to have many good times ahead of you. Your option is go and have a knee replacement. And he said, go home and talk to your family. And I immediately turned to Mum and said, it's got nothing to do with us. So she said, give me the forms, I'll see you on Valentine's Day. So, this beautiful butterfly will soon be line dancing with her good friends down here. The exercise classes that Mum loves to do. She's telling me she's still doing her squats, push-ups against the wall. The surgeon's given her more exercises that she does 3 times a day, Mum?
No, every morning I do another 3 times. The doctor said I have to.
She's doing what the doctors told her she has to, so that's a miracle as well. Mum, you really are special. No, it's not enough. We're the luckiest children, the luckiest grandchildren, the great-grandchildren that are here as well. You really are Mum's pride and joy, but Mum, you've inspired us so much in the way you live your life. She's more than a mother, she's a damn true friend. And I think all of you here would have experienced that at some point. Whether she's a relative or not a relative, Mum is an absolute true friend to all of us, and we value that, and we look forward to many more. We look forward to the big milestone birthdays yet to come. Mum with a new knee by then. She might bring the surgeon along, who knows. She'll be up dancing again pretty soon. So, Mum, thank you for everything. On behalf of the family and friends, you're very special. Happy birthday. A little bit more. I don't want to bore you with speeches, but Sarah, the first grandchild.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah, Margaret's oldest grandchild, and my mum is Marlene, for those of you who don't know me. Firstly, I just wanted to say a really big thanks today for all the people who put in all the hard work of organising, and that's Auntie Marie, also her daughter Belinda, who's helped a lot with all the decorations and making the place look so beautiful. My mum Marlene, Uncle Paul, and Uncle Graham as well from China, who's also put a lot of thought and effort into today as well. I have a speech here that's been written by our cousins, Victoria and Vanessa, which is Uncle Paul's 2 daughters, for those of you who haven't met them. And this is on behalf of all the grandchildren, just some words about our Nan and Margaret. Nan, on behalf of Sarah, Ben, Belinda, Brendan and Victoria and Vanessa, we wish you a very happy 90th birthday. We are so sorry we couldn't be there today with you to celebrate, but hope you have a wonderful day surrounded by all your friends and family. We have cherished every minute spent with you and the contribution you've made to our lives. Our favourite memories are of sleepovers at Dartmouth Avenue involving intense Rummakin games in the back room, knitting lessons and always time for an afternoon walk to the local school playground. You were one for consistency, Nan, making Victoria a lemon tart and Vanessa a coconut tart for every single birthday. Now, I'd also like to add that Nan makes a mean tuna mornay and spaghetti bolognese and some of the best biscuits you've ever tasted, which we all love as well. But some of our most favourite times were tactically popping in for Sunday lunch after you've just made a batch of your homemade pasties and bread and butter pudding. Nan, you are a 90-year-old super Nan. When you're not at the gym doing 90 push-ups, you continue to amaze us. And we would not be half the people we are today without you in our lives. You mean the world to us, Nana. Love all your grandchildren and great-grandchildren too.
Well, would you just look what a fine gathering of people we have here today. Distance and time, unfortunately, don't allow me to be among you today, but I thought this was at least one way where I could propose a toast to Mum on this special occasion. Let me start by saying that Mum's been like a rainbow in our lives, providing life for 4 of us, from which other generations have benefited from. Providing both colour and dimension in our lives, Mum has always been there for us, especially after a storm, at which time she's bent over backwards to show her true colours. And don't we all just love that wonderful sense of warmth or excitement when we see a rainbow? You're here today because she's your mum, she's your grandmother, your great-grandmother, or some other relative. But for all of us, she's our friend. For some of us, our best friend. Mum, the years from 9 to 19 took 10 years, and it probably seems to you that it took about the same amount of time to go from 19 to 90. Once that clock gets some momentum, there's no stopping it. Anyway, I do hope you're celebrating today in style, this special milestone in your life. But we do have one request of you, and that is, could you please stick around for a lot more birthdays yet? Statistics have shown that people who have the most birthdays live the longest. And what a fit and active person she's been, an inspiration to all of us. She's always said that while she can, she'll keep doing her physical activities, and this is probably the reason why she can keep doing those activities. Oh my goodness. I just wish that I could be as fit as her when I get to be half her age. Well, hang on a minute. Anyway, you know what I mean. Mum, we couldn't live long enough to give back all the love that you've given us, but love her we do. To us, at the end of the rainbow, she's like our pot of gold. So please, fill your glasses, stand if you can, raise your glass, and join with me in wishing her all the best. Happy birthday, Mum. Cheers. Enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully we'll catch up and talk to you at some stage later. All the best.
Love you, Nana. Thanks for having the birthday.
I'd just like to thank everybody for coming. I didn't expect so many people. I'm so glad that I've got my relatives from Broken Hill, who are my brother's children. And also Ben and his family from China. So I'm very lucky to have everybody, and thank you all for coming. It has been a surprise, a lot of things. Thank you.
Yeah, you should sit down. Thank you, everyone. And by no means does this mean the party's over. We're only just starting. If you would like red wine or white wine, there's plenty still in the cold room. That's complimentary. Help yourselves. There's still plenty of bubbles if people prefer that. There's still quite a bit of food here. No. Nana has a bad knee, she can't do it. You have to come back for 95th. You're on a promise to come back and celebrate with us. We have more food here. There's a fruit platter and a birthday cake yet to come. So please continue to enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
Yeah, we all going in. Preiss, you need to be here. Preiss, can you stand up the front with Nana and Aria? Mum? Uncle Paul? Uncle Paul?
warmer than the summer sun in mid-July. You're a lover's dream and you're mine to hold. You're rarer than a January butterfly. There was a time I wondered what love was all about. Then I met you and wondered how it would all turn out. But your loving touched my heart and drove away the doubts. Now I wonder at the wonder of it all. Yes, I wonder at the wonder of it all. You're softer than the gentle breeze of a summer's eve, sweeter than the music of a baby's sigh. You're the happiness that was meant for me. You're rarer than a January butterfly. but your loving touched my heart and drove away the doubts. Now I wonder at the wonder of it all. Yes, I wonder at the wonder of it all.